Hello and welcome to Thalric Plays Hollow Knight. Let's jump straight into the episode. And here we go. So we do have to get our last percent back. We are at 105 right now. We want to be at 106, obviously. And right now, let me check my charms. So we only have one boss left to do, which is Grey Prince Zod, I believe. But before we do that, I want to get the last Unbreakable charm, so the Unbreakable Strength, which is going to make Zod easier, of course, and also we need that to get our 106% buff back. And that means, as far as I'm aware, still the most efficient way to farm Geo is the Trial of the Conqueror, so we've done that one a bunch of times by now. Doesn't get much more interesting, basically, but we're gonna go through that a few times right now to get all the Geo. It's 2,000 per attempt, I believe, which means we need to do that 6 times. So unfortunately a little bit more than I would like, so maybe not the most exciting thing ever, but oh well, it's fine. A little bit of... It's the first real actual farming that I've been doing in the game. Since we started playing Hollow Knight, so let's not complain too much. I've gotten around farming for the most part in terms of Geo. I did lose a bit of Geo in a bad way from time to time by dying twice in a row, but well, it's fine. I think we're gonna be okay here, and maybe I can. Nah, I don't think we're gonna be able to get that much Geo out of these, or out of our way there. Oh, why am I going this way, by the way? That's not right. That's not right at all, is it? Nope, not really. Well, maybe we could cut this short if I would find more, if we could find more stuff to trade in. But we only have one of those right now. I don't think it's going to be worth enough. I don't actually remember what or how much we would need there, but that's okay. Or how much we would get there. That's how you say that. Yes, I'm smart. Let me consult the map again. Yep. Okay. Left. Here we go, and then just jump up all the way until we get to the side entrance for our teensy little arena here. Well, it's not really little, is it? But that's okay. And there we are, so let me just do this. Ooh, we actually got the angle right, so I should just dip through this for the most part. And there we go. Let's go down and switch out our charms, and then we can just get started on the arena. It's not that... Oh, let's fill up our soul first. Although I can just do that by sitting now as well, while we change our charms. Salubrious Blessing is gonna do that for us. So we get rid of the Compass and the Gathering Swarm as per usual. I'm gonna keep all of these. Which one am I going to include instead? I think I'm still gonna go for just Stalwart Shell, get more invulnerability frames. It's not like we need that much for this trial anyways. I mean, I think I've done it enough times by now to be okay with that. I really don't want to do the Trial of the Fool again. That one's still very stressful, I think, and beating it once is good enough for me right now. So I hope the audio's fine. Morning, friendly llama, how are you? Since I've done a PlayStation 4 stream in between, and I always have to change my audio settings for those streams, so I reset everything to how I believe. Whoops, what am I doing here, by the way? So yeah, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, PlayStation 4 streams, stuff like that. So I always have to adjust my settings to accommodate the capture card. It's just a different way of capturing. Basically, because I don't need to do that for my normal games, since I'm playing on everything on one PC anyways. But yeah. So I hope audio, it should be the same as per usual, because I just reset it to how it was before, but I'm always nervous when I can't really check that. Oh, whoops, when I can't really change that or check that myself. Jumped straight into that. Oh, how I hate the primal aspects. Could you just go away, please? Thank you. Okay, now we can heal. These guys usually aren't a big issue. Heal once more. Audio's perfect. Thank you very much for the confirmation. That's always... I'm always questioning myself in that area. Because I've had some streams where the audio was subpar, or at least an issue, and I only realized it afterwards, so it's always good to get some confirmation there. Especially once we are gonna finish up the game today. And so right now I do assume that we will be able to... that we will get to start up our new game. Ah, why? Every damn time. That was just horrible. We will get to the switch over to our new game, and I did run a quick test on the audio there as well, but I hope I think it's gonna be okay, but I hope I'm gonna be right in that regard as well. Yeah, no. Just die, please, guys. Your bigger counterparts are annoying enough as it is. There they come. I mean, actually, these are... if you've got the room, and you're not talking over it, these actually aren't that bad to beat. Let's do that one without taking damage. There we go. I mean, the Grimchild obviously helps, but it's not that bad. Yes, new game. Exactly. So ultimately, Llama, for me it came down to two choices after all, so after the fact. So I want to stay somewhat in the vein of what we have going on right now, basically. So it's either going to be a Metroidvania game, or just generally a difficult game. So in the end it came down to Ori and the Blind Forest, since I haven't played that yet, or... wow, really? Or Cuphead, for me. Both games I really want to play, and... yeah, that's basically it. I just wanted to play them, and Ori, obviously, the Metroidvania, which is pretty cool. And then you've got Cuphead as the boss rush kind of game with the really cool aesthetics, and I love the music in that game as well. The art style is so cool. But in the end, I think we're gonna go with Ori. So next game is gonna be Ori and the Blind Forest. I want to do more platforming first, and maybe afterwards it's gonna be Cuphead. I'm not sure yet, but maybe. Whoops. Come on. Nope. Please. Thank you. That's so good. I mean, I've seen both games being played, so they're not quite on the same level as Hollow Knight, where I was basically almost completely blind to everything that was gonna happen. Well, I knew some things, as I've already told you guys, but for the most part I experienced everything for the first time in that game. I did see speedruns of Ori, I've seen an entire playthrough of Cuphead. It's been a long time on both of these, so I don't really remember anything. Oh boy, those spikes came up very nicely there. But yeah, overall it's still gonna be basically a blind experience, but I do know the story twists in Ori and all that stuff, for example. So I'm gonna miss out on that experience, sadly, but well, what can you do? But yeah, I've set up everything for Ori, pretty much, so once we are done with Hollow Knight today, we are gonna jump straight into that, but I do hope to get back to this main point that I tried to make. I hope that I got the audio down there as well already, but hopefully I'll have you there, Llama, to confirm that for me. Let's just throw out some soul here. I mean, we're basically done. So all we really need to do is just kill off this thing, I believe, more or less. Wasn't that all? It's been a week. I should have remembered this. Yep, okay, that was it. So, Trial of the Conqueror, it's... I mean, it takes, what, 10 minutes or so to beat, so we're gonna spend about an hour here, maybe. That's taking less than 10 minutes to beat, doesn't it? Either way, we need 15,000 geo, I believe, to do that one. Or to get our last one back, and then all I need to do is just beat Zod. Which is gonna be annoying. We did attempt the Zod fight. Try going to the edge of the kingdom's edge. You mean where... What? The kingdom's edge? Isn't that here? Bottom right corner. Isn't that where... You mean by the cast-off shell? Isn't that where we fought Hornet for the second time? Or no? I can fight the hoppers? What hoppers? Oh, you mean the... Oh, they give some good geo. Oh. But isn't supposedly the Trial of the Conqueror still the most efficient way to farm geo? I'm just gonna time it now and see how long I take. We are at 1746 when I started this. I should just use my spells more to kill these guys a bit more efficiently, I think. See if we can finally incorporate that into my playstyle. Hey, we hit him twice. Oh, I do love that. Come on. One down. Two. I mean, the question is it really worth it to try and go somewhere to figure out if something gives us more geo, or if we should just stick with this, being here, and farm the geo as it comes in, basically? Since this is a fairly good way to farm geo. Because moving somewhere to see if something gives us more geo might be less efficient at this point. So I'm not sure I really want to try that, if that makes sense. Let's just do that, yeah, please. Oh, no. Oh, I wanted to try and nail bounce on the spikes. I know I could do that, but it didn't let me. I couldn't hit downwards, unfortunately. A shame on the game for not letting me do that. Just bye-bye, please. Complete and utter overkill, gotta say. Just the teensiest amount. Yep, once again. There's the faster way, but I must accept the cheese. Okay, what's the faster way? Not sure if I really want to accept the cheese, as per usual. Goodbye, guys. More. Now we've got the big ones. And I still take at least 1 damage on them every time, even though it's entirely unnecessary. It just always feels like I need to be able to move here without dashing, but just going for a quick dash to get out of their way there is just more efficient, and that way I never get hit, but ah well. But we're almost at the end already again, so it's really not that bad. Let's see, by now we've... Come on. And 1, 2, goodbye. Both of them actually used the ground pound for a change. Never used that one. But I finally remembered to. Whoops. Okay, that was a bit of a waste, though. I mean, we're still further out than I thought. I misread this. I completely forgot about the aerial section again. But, ah well. That's still gonna go by pretty quickly, I think. 1, 2. Ah, almost. 2. So nice if you actually manage to get above them. Assuming you need to. that is, of course. Oh, I can duplicate relics. No, I don't really wanna. That sounds very glitchy, and I don't really wanna use something like that to farm geo. I'm okay with going the normal way here, basically. That's good enough for me. So I do know that at some point, probably when the next big update hits, so not necessarily the Lifeblood, but the real, there is going to be a paid DLC, I believe. I'm going to have to play the game again. I'm still not sure if I'm just going to play the DLC part or if I'm going to play through the entire game again. I mean, depending on what the DLC entails, a complete new playthrough might be in order. Wouldn't be against that, honestly, because I'm really sad to see this game go now. I've been talking about this for weeks now, but mostly because I'm not because I'm anticipating the end of Hollow Knight, but more because I really am sad to see it go. It's been one of my favorite games for a long, long time. I mean, just the fact that I am farming all of this to still do all the optional stuff and all of that, even though I don't need to. Says a lot about how much I like this game, I think. But yeah, whoops. And that's why I'm talking and talking and talking about it. And I'm always surprised how much more there is. So I just wanna... I'm looking forward to playing it again once I have a good reason to. I don't really want to do the Steel Soul... the Steel Soul? Soul Steel? Something like that. The New Game Plus playthrough, basically, where you're not allowed to die. That's too much even for me right now. I don't want to put all of my time in that, but outside of that, I wouldn't be against another normal playthrough at some point. Just die, please. You can face, thank you so much. I do have a Switch, yes, so I could play it again when it comes out on Switch as well. And I could even, I mean, I've got an hour and a half commute to work with public transportation. Well, there is some switching back and forth there, but yeah, I do know I could play it on the Switch once it comes out as well. But I'd much rather stream it again, maybe. I think we don't even, why would I fill up the soul? Just sit here. We're gonna get enough out of the first few enemies hit there anyway. So by the way, how much did that take? Okay, so 5 to 6 minutes per attempt, so not quite as much as I thought. So we'll be done here in less than an hour. With farming up for the 15,000. So the Unbreakable Strength, I assume, takes 3 notches. Is that correct? Or am I under a wrong assumption there? Ah, didn't hit that one. That's a bummer. And I do need to be a teensy bit careful with my HP overall. I should not be too crazy there. All of a sudden I'm gonna die and then we're gonna have to redo this, which is just utterly unnecessary. Oh. Spikes. Spikes are not our friend in this game. Well, after the Path of Pain, they're kind of like a good old buddy. Annoys you sometimes, but overall, you can always bounce on them. I don't know. That sounds so wrong. Yeah, no. Retract that last statement. Don't clip that, please. Out of context, that might be a horrible, horrible statement. What? Oh my god. That was... phrasing. It's important. Let's play the English is my second language. I didn't understand what I was saying card again. Let's go with that, okay? Oh my god. Yeah, exactly, llama. No. Oh god, seriously. Well. Ah well. So, goodbye. That's the best way I want to kill these guys without getting hit there at once. So since when does the Grimchild not automatically hit these? I've got a few runs in the Trial the Conqueror where the Grimchild always, wow, hit these guys, I remember. Like this. I think we just need to be in a better position than we hit there. But yeah, it's fine overall. And these guys are... Aside from this one that just jumps into the corner instantly, these you just basically button mash to kill them. Not that hard. Wow, really? I thought I could make that work. And then I dash straight into that one. And did I talk about dashing? Apparently not enough. I took way too much damage there. Okay, this is what I mean. This is how you never take damage there, but I'm just too lazy to do that. So it's my own fault. It's not like we are in any danger of dying here or anything. Overall, as long as I don't screw up too much, which is gonna be hard enough to do at this point. And I'm just trying to come up with new ways to keep up the conversation while we do this trial 6 times in a row. It's still not the most exciting. I really would have liked to. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you. Wow, that's what I wanted to do. And the game luckily provided me with the opportunity to go for that. So I'm all for that. Let's see, one more of these. Bye. Yeah, that's the one I always get hit by because I just don't want to evade because, or I always forget that I need to evade there because he does that little hop back, which causes him to extend his arm and hit us there. Which I always forget about, that's gonna happen. So that's why I always get hit there. I can never remember to just back off, but it's always also not really necessary, so well. These guys just go up too high to get above them easily. Come here, please. Wow, okay, did not hit that one. It's fine. That was, I mean, it looked kind of cool, but it was also entirely a miss. Goodbye. So we're almost done here, I believe. I should really have healed, I think. Although, no, I can get enough back here, and as long as I don't take too much stupid damage from these guys, we are just gonna be able to go with a lot of spells for the last 2 guys again, and that'll be that. This time I did see the spikes coming in, so hopefully we won't just bounce on those. That's a better way of using the bouncing on stuff. Yep. I don't know. Hi, Mystery 5 Me, how are you? I'm still... I can't talk right now, I'm sorry. It's not like I've done this one a few times already. I should just be able to talk over the Trial of the Conqueror by now. Something like those. Oh, hi guys. So, let's just nuke these guys out of the way. Not really much to that. 1, 2... Oh, really? I missed? So maybe I should just try to put them closer to each other so that I can finish this off a bit quicker, but once again, this is just the end. Even if I were to take 4 more damage, we'd be fine. It's fine. Once we get to the Zod fight, I'm gonna have to be more... I have to concentrate more again, but by now this is just... a few more times, executing Trial of the Conqueror, get the last Unbreakable Charm, and then we're gonna be good. Well, yeah. I am still gonna heal up before we do that again. Going in with half health is not... I mean, probably would still be fine, but it's... nah. So I gotta say I was half tempted to just go in and see if I can do the Path of Pain again today. But I gotta say I still got kinda bad memories about that last 2 hours we spent on that last week. I mean, we managed to make it work, ultimately, but I'm not crazy enough to go back for that one instantly again. So, no such luck. I was tempted for the shortest amount of time, basically. Wow, really? But only the shortest amount of time, I assure you. After watching that back last week, and seeing how close I've gotten a bunch of times, and how we managed to survive that particular last section with 1 HP at the end. Ooh boy, yeah, no, thank you very much. I'm okay with not doing that again for a while. But ultimately, I still had a really good time with the Path of Pain. It's so cool how they show you how much more you can do with the movement system if you're pushing it, basically. Did you just, thank you, die? Yeah, exactly, Mystery. So I knew what I was getting into, and I knew about the twist at the end, basically, as well. Some might say, unfortunately, I'm gonna say, luckily, I knew about it. So basically, I knew about the big spoiler there, more or less. So I was prepared for what's to come, and even then I still almost died. Which... Wow, whoops. Which is a bit of a problem, but well. We managed to survive, it's all good. But overall, I had a good time, and it's just technically so difficult to execute, and you just can't allow yourself any mistakes. That's the only issue that I have with that. Whoops. I think we spent 3 hours and 20 minutes or so, or between 3 and 4 hours, maybe more close to 4 hours overall, on the Path of Pain in total, and about 2 hours of those was on the last puzzle, on the last room, llama. I did check that, so that was just... Still, I think probably more than okay overall time-wise for the overall Path of Pain. But that last room, my god, the execution is so difficult. Oops, okay, I dashed too quickly there. And I mean, I was close to giving up, what, more than once? I mean, we had the same thing on the Nightmare King Grim. How long did I take to beat him again? 2.5 hours or so overall? And I almost gave up once or twice there as well. But ultimately, it's just, it comes down to practice, I guess, as with all of these. So at some point I just needed to get the timing down straight. I mean, I really could see, just looking back at this, I could see how much better I got, especially in the last few tries when I was able to bounce on that retracting spike or railing, whatever you want to call it, because I had just the timing straight at that point, and we could do that without further issues. That felt really nice. And I was nowhere near there at the beginning, so that was just really cool. Oh, over 7 hours? Oh my god, yeah, that would be... So I gotta say, I feel pretty good about my time on the Path of Pain. But I also know that I would not have been motivated to do that for even those 2 hours if... whoops. What am I doing? See, I'm talking too much right now and not paying enough attention to the trial anymore. I mean, it's not an issue. I'd rather talk with you guys and take a bit more damage here than the other way around, I think. Not talking is boring. Kinda. Sometimes. Well, it does have its purpose, but by now I can talk, take a teensy bit of damage, and still do fine here. Come on. Hey, I hit something. Still not the best, and I'm taking more damage than I realistically should, but oh well. Could you just... Really? Thank you, I guess? My god, that was horrible. But as we can see, talking obviously makes me play worse, but ah well. Right now, we definitely can afford to. Okay, I tried to evade the one that came from the southwest, basically, which made me hit another one of those things. Really? Could you just... This is a part where I'm supposed to regain HP, not take additional damage. Because technically this is very, very easy. And he does not want to let himself get pushed into the spikes. This one neither, apparently. Could you? Thank you. Let's still heal. The big guys, sometimes, depending on how they spew out their shots, can hit me a bunch of times, and I don't want to go down on that last one. Once again, something that could be taken very wrong if taken out of context. I'm not sure why I'm prone to those statements today. Oh, why I'm realizing what I'm saying too late. But yeah, ultimately, the timing in that room is just, it's so important. You just need to know when you can move in those cycles without just hitting a spike. And especially that end part, it's so difficult to train that, in my opinion. Whoa, come on, that one was just horrible. Because you have to get there first, and then you need to figure out the timing, which takes forever, or took me forever. Oh, more clips for you? Sure, thank you, Llama. So is it a good thing or a bad thing that I'm not big enough that I don't have to worry about those things being taken out of context too much right now? The repercussions hopefully will be minimal. Oh, in the end you changed your charm setup and did everything else again, and then you actually did? Okay, cool. So what charm setup did you use, Mystery? Did I use Quick Slash there myself? I think I used... Yeah, I mostly used... No, did I use Quick Slash? I don't... Do you remember, Llama, what I went for? We had... Let me check this again. For the Path of Pain. I used... I'm very sure I used... We used Quick Focus, I think. For some reason. I used Mark of Pride, I think. Oh yeah, I didn't use Quick Slash. I used, for the healing, even though it probably wouldn't have been necessary as much, we used the Hive Blood. No, yeah, I had Life Blood, I had Long Nail, because Long Nail cost 2, which gave us 6, and then I had Quick Focus, which wouldn't have been necessary, I think, overall, but I don't know. Yeah, something like that. Okay, yeah, Salubra, it's fine. Just go away, please. So 2 more times, then we can get our Unbreakable Strength shot. Oh, whoops. Need to activate the trial first. With Long Nail becomes tougher? Well, it depends in some areas, doesn't it? The thing is, what I based my assumption or my choice there on is I was used to the bouncing with Long Nail, basically. So I would have had to relearn how to bounce or how the timing on the spikes works without the nail. And in some areas the additional height helped. In others it obviously, yeah, it made for some issues. But ultimately I think I'm okay with that. Or is it actually proven that it becomes more difficult? But yeah, maybe in that last room you're right. It could have been harder, or might have been harder because of my choice there. At some point I might try it out again without the Long Nail and see if that changes anything. Maybe if I play through this game again, I'm just gonna not use Long Nail, but I really like the additional range for the most part. But that's the cool thing about this game. There actually are more than one viable ways to go charm-wise. And I mean, probably like a lot of first-time Hollow Knight players, I didn't use a lot of spells for the most part. In my playthrough, I mostly relied on my nail to deal damage, so it's just it's just more reliable, and you're not... I can use my soul to heal, like I'm still doing now because I'm bad. Nope. I saw the explosion, but came in a bit too late. Let's take a bit of time to heal here. And form coherent sentences. That's a good thing. Where's the last one? There it is. Come here. There are spikes down there. I don't want to go there. Really? Didn't die to the spikes? They usually do. Nope. This time I actually backed off and tried to evade that particular hit. Thank you very much, Grimchild. I was once again too confident. Whoop, really? I was off the platform already before I could jump there, so instead I double jumped. I'm gonna have to pay a teensy bit more attention right now so that I can actually heal again and not die to these guys. Thank you very much. Yeah, let's get away from this one. I should be fine now again. We should just be able to heal before the big one shows up once. There we go. And then take damage anyways because I cannot get... Could you? Just... Thank you. Thank you. And now the big one, the other big one comes in. So by the way, I'm using the Grimchild mostly because I want to, not because I think it's actually that important for me. It's kind of funny, and I like the visual, basically. And I just want to... it's also part of pride. I kind of want to show off that I did the Nightmare King Grim. to be completely honest. It's a point of personal pride. Because that fight is just... I love that fight. I'm so sad that... That one I actually would have liked to do again. But once you do it once on the save file, you obviously can't do it again. I could just figure out... I know there's ways to get save files or modify save files. So that I could do that again, basically, just for my own sake. But it's okay. Whoops. Usually these guys don't live long enough to go for that attack. It's fine, though. Because they die before they can do that. I'm healing way more, but I'm also talking more, so... There is still... a connection between those two, I'd say. Really? Ah, well. It's fine. Once again, still, I don't think we are in real danger here, and if I would need to be serious, I would be. In terms of time efficiency, this would... Whoops. This would be better, obviously. If you just shut up. But, I mean, wouldn't be that interesting to watch, I guess, as well. Really? He missed with that one? I'm surprised. I thought I would really get punished for trying to heal there. Again. And that one actually makes me feel pretty good about myself. That was a very, very nice hit. Just check the last time we took Mark of Pride. Wait, how many notches do I have? I counted 9, but I didn't actually count. I looked at it and it looked like 9 to me, so I thought I could only have... Do I have 10 notches? That's something I really should know, but I mean... I never really need to. I just equip charms. And then do that. Or did I not take quick focus after all? I just don't remember. I just remember that we did it. But not necessarily how. Took the worst charm for that room? Oh, because, yeah, it increases our nail. Well, technically, what probably would have been worse if I had taken both of those charms. I guess. I mean, you can see my suffering, Mystery. If you just want to look at the VOD from last week, you're gonna see how that screwed me sometimes. The height definitely was an issue from time to time, but I don't know. In some other areas, it worked out pretty well for us. I mean, ultimately, we still made it work, so apparently it's doable. But good to know that I made it harder on myself, apparently. I'm gonna have to redo that at some point with a different charm setup. That does not give me the extra range. I mean, I can see quick slash helping there, because it allows you to just bounce a lot quicker, I think. What I have issues with, or what I had issues with, is the switch between bouncing and jumping, basically. So to keep myself afloat, nail bouncing once, then jumping, then bouncing again, the mix between that. My hand-eye coordination is not horrible, but that mix, sometimes my brain doesn't want to compute, basically. And I just do not... I screw that up from time to time. So the quick slash maybe would have worked, but it could have also screwed me sometimes, because I then would have had to manually always switch between the two. Llama can You did warn me, Llama. You did warn me. You did tell me that some areas would have been harder, or would be harder with the increased nail bounce range. But you also came to the conclusion that some other areas might be easier because of that. Ultimately, it worked out, so I'm okay with that. And I mean, if it's harder, then it's harder. But it's also, I mean, I stuck with that once again because I was used to that range, and I'm not sure I would have been able to do much better if I had to relearn the nail bounce range, basically. More or less. I don't know. We'll never know if I would have done better or worse, because now I've done it, and there's no way to go back to a time before I had that talking. There is no way to go back to the time before I did that. The crit child caused me to take damage there. Really? Yeah, I'm just giving a horrible showing of things right now. Once we get to Zode, I'm gonna try to do better again. I mean, we need to. It's one of the most random bosses in the game as far as I remember. And I do remember that one just being annoying, aside from it dealing 2 damage every time. So that's gonna be a thing. Really? Could you just kindly go away, please? And that's one twist that stuck with me for some weird thing. I'm gonna switch genres here. And I haven't even played the game. Anybody here played BioShock? The phrase "would you kindly" is probably ingrained in your head as well, and I've only watched the speedrun of that game. I've never played BioShock, so I've cost myself that experience as well, which I'm kind of sad about. I still want to play those games, but well. So that would you kindly phrase is just stuck in my head, and every time I say "would you kindly," I always stop myself and think of BioShock for some reason. Even though I've never played it, it's a pretty cool twist, I think. And for some reason, it's just stuck in my head. Kind of cool. Also concerning. Don't know why my brain works that way sometimes. So would you kindly just stop thinking of something of that? So I'm gonna shut up for a moment here and prove that I can actually kill these guys without taking damage myself. Should be doable. I mean, it's just hitting them once, then dashing. Hitting them once, then dashing. It's not that hard. Most random one is Hornet too? Really? Oh, okay. So I've read that on the subreddit and stuff like that, that Hornet 2 is apparently kind of a difficult fight. I actually don't remember how long I took for Hornet. I don't remember that being a particularly difficult one. Maybe I just got lucky. I know that I fought her a number of times. That I do remember. But I do not remember her being as bad as the Watcher Knights, for example, which I just hated overall. Pretty much, so I don't know. Flugmarm, I believe I beat first try. I've also read that that one was supposed to be very annoying. I apparently just got extremely lucky. I found a good spot to stand to heal at all times, and I just got exceptionally lucky. But I think I got Flugmarm on the first try, which was very, very weird. I had a lot of trouble with Nosk, I remember that. Until, was it Llama or somebody else told me the cheese spot, which made that fight basically very, very easy. Not happy that I had to resort to that one, but I had real issues with Nosk without that spot. Yeah, the ledge, exactly. I mean, I actually stood in that ledge numerous times. I just didn't realize the power of that spot, basically. Just how good that is. But that's also cool, that you can just... talking about things, because I'm getting nostalgic again, because we are approaching the end of the game still. That you can have... You've got so many bosses in the game, and it's just nice to see that everybody has issues with different bosses. And that they're so different that you can have these different experiences with how the bosses screw with you, and that you can actually... have issues with different bosses. Yeah, the cheese won that one. Exactly. I mean, a fun, interesting tidbit that I've read about a few days ago, again, was already that you don't even have to fight the False Knight, in case you guys didn't know that. I assume you do, but in case you don't, you can actually skip that guy, if you want to. And the reason for it is kind of funny as well, I think. As long as that reason is true. I'm not sure if it's true, but I think it might be. Something like that. Yeah, you can skip the fight because you can just break the wall on the left of him, basically, and just walk past him. If you want to, instead of fighting him. Because apparently, from what I've read, the testers of the game in the early version complained that the boss was too hard, so they included a way to skip him so that you can continue. Yeah, I mean, obviously, most speedrunners would skip him. Would make sense, I guess. I mean, it saves frames. Exactly. Stuff like that. So, we've got all the geo that we need, so we actually can just do this, I guess. Speedrunners don't skip him? Is it actually faster to fight him? Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I can see that. Depending on the category, they need the geo that he gives. That makes sense. Unless it's low percent with all glitches. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm not that far into the categories on the Hollow Knight speedruns. So how long does a low percent with glitches take? That should be a fairly quick speedrun, shouldn't it? So, we need to get our charm back. That's what I wanted to do. We need to talk with Divine. Again? You're so greedy for gifts, poor little lovely. Give me your geo and I will give you your gift. It's not a gift if I have to pay for it, is it? And there we go. So the one that I should have gotten first, I got last. The Unbreakable Strength. That was just kind of dumb. I mean, the first time I gave her a charm, I didn't know what would happen, exactly. So that's the thing, but yeah, well. So Unbreakable Strength costs 3. I think this is where we're gonna say goodbye to the Grim Child. And the Stalwart Shell, so we take the Unbreakable Strength. So I've got 1 notch left right now. I want to keep Quick Slash and I want to keep Mark of Pride. So for the last one, it's probably Grub Song. Yeah, I think with what I have going on, with what I usually use. So, let me just update a title here. Remove that geo-farming line. And then we can get to... There we go. It's Steady Body. I'm gonna read that in a moment. And just to see what it does. Everything's fine there. Okay. Why Steady Body? Which one is Steady Body? That I don't know what it does. Allows one to stay steady and keep attacking. Oh, so I don't get bounced back if I hit. I think that's fine though. Here. I mean, by now, I also don't have room for Heavy Blow. And I want to use the charms that I'm used to, more or less. Yeah. I think that's fine. We're just gonna go for that. And see about that. I mean, I'm gonna have to learn Zode's attacks first now anyways as well. Again, nope, that's the wrong room. Also, one thing I haven't shown here, and that I haven't really gotten, she sells stuff now. Oh my god, it's the first time I've seen Cornifer back there sleeping. I've never seen that before. I haven't been in here for a long time. Yeah, so we can get the markers here, basically. That's with the... I'm on the beta branch still, so that's the Lifeblood update. They allow you to set custom markers now. So that's cool. We don't really need that at this point, obviously, but yeah. So we've got our 106% back now, basically. What? Oh yeah, it's her. It's her diary with her fanfiction and stuff. Because Zod is a freaking liar. But ah well. It's fine. We've got the shrine to Zod. Let's just see the most random boss ever. No, this was the... No. How did we... I forgot. It's fine. Let's see. I don't remember a bunch of his attacks, but maybe... I do remember that he does deal 2 damage every hit. And that he's still wiggling his nail around. The terrifying, beautiful, powerful, great Prince Zod. Let's just... Yep, oh yeah. I do remember those. So I'm gonna die a bunch of times. That music is not that epic. What's up with the music? So our damage is pretty good though. I should have maybe healed there instead. What's up with the music? Why is that so quiet? I need to turn that up. Oh yeah, everything he does is a shockwave. Okay, I see. Can we just knock him down again so that I can please heal? Thank you. Actually, surprisingly, okay. Not more than 2, I see. That's it? Okay. That made it very, very easy. That was kinda... I spent so many tries on him the first time we were here because I wasn't fully upgraded. But since then, I've never done him before again. I just never did this again. So that was kind of anticlimactic. I know he gets harder every time you fight against him. So let's just do that again. I don't know, I don't think I want to do all of his levels because I think there's a few and they are getting rougher and rougher, but I think I want to fight him at least a second time and see the gorgeous, passionate, terrifying, beautiful, powerful, great Prince Zod now. So he gets more... Yeah, that's the big one. He gets more every time he does. I'm just face tanking him right now. It's so bad. I shouldn't really do this. I really should just be playing this a lot different, but I mean, I've got these for a reason, somewhat. Yeah, now I can't even heal. Maybe once. Ooh, okay. Okay, the shockwave got me, unfortunately. So does he gain moves? I mean, we've seen some other of his small Zod thingies that he's got there now. Was that it already again? My god. So this is literally the last boss. I could also go back to the White Defender possibly and fight him more than once because I know that he gets harder as well. Once again, I don't think we need to necessarily, so we're just gonna keep hitting him here until I fail this a bit. Oh yeah, check the music level. Why is this so quiet? We need... I mean, I've got the master volume fairly low. Or am I just... This is... Is this just a fight? So we're gonna do a quick check here. I'm gonna bring down the sound volume a little bit. Yeah, this is much louder now. Audio. Bring these down further. Yeah, audio is a weird mystery every time. So we're gonna do that with louder. Just let me know after the fight how that works out audio-wise. I mean, it's the last thing we do, basically, but I still wanna just... Whoops. Waste my soul on the way down. Exactly. So this does sound much better. Don't know why it was so quiet here. The diligent, overwhelming, gorgeous, passionate, terrifying, beautiful, powerful, great Prince Zod. Yes, gets more and more. Yeah, it's fine. I'll take some damage here, sure. Okay, this is... Oh! Okay, we've never seen that attack before. So this is the time where I finally am gonna die a bit, I think. Maybe? We'll see. Come on, Zod. I mean, I love some quick slash. Oh, okay. I thought I had enough time to get the second heal in there. I forgot about that he leaves. Yeah, I think I might actually die this time. No, he still dies. Closer this time, a lot closer, but he's still dead. Goodbye. So how many levels does he have? Actually, yeah, Bretta serves you right for liking him more than me. Seriously, how many... Yeah, unbreakable strength is so good. I mean, quick slash helps. I can just spam so much there. Basically. 5 in total. So we did 3 or 4 now. So I think we're gonna just see if we can do all of them after all. Just makes sense, doesn't it? I thought I wasn't gonna do all of them. But I didn't think we would be able to kill him that fast. Yeah, Zod, I'm talking to you there. This... Oh, it's 10? Well, that might be a bit much overall. Oh, because I'm in the beta, I can only do 5? Or can I do 10? Not that I really want to. I don't want to end Hollow Knight. But Zod is just, nah. I don't know. Let's go for the 5 maybe, and then it's gonna be good enough, I think. So how's the sound? Right now with the audio. I'm not sure why this fight is so quiet. So it's the vigorous, diligent, overwhelming, gorgeous, passionate, terrifying, beautiful, powerful, rare prince. So hell, it gets harder and harder to include all of his titles there. Gotta say, yeah, you keep wiggling. Ow. Ow. Could you? Yeah, now I'm gonna die. Yeah, let's just get that out of the way. I don't care about the Hunter's Journal. I gotta be honest. I'm okay with not completing that. Very much so. If we can't continue, if we can't finish that, it is what it is. Yeah, I'm not gonna go through his titles again. I mean, for the complete... Okay, him jumping there a lot doesn't help. Let's try to take this a teensy bit more. Okay, I did not expect him to come in there. But let's take this a bit more serious again. Sure. And actually... evade his attacks for a change. Whoops, okay, still... Okay, I wouldn't need quick focus for that. I still think I might die here because he is going way more aggressive now. Okay, now this is gonna be interesting. So the first 3 were kinda easy. Now this changes a bit. Why is that on? Oh. All the way down. There we go. Yeah, Zod. You are so mighty. Why am I even doing that? What am I doing against him there? I'm doing not smart things. I just don't expect him to instantly go into his wiggle attack, which takes a very, very long time. And I haven't learned so far how to evade that, because I didn't need to, as we've seen. But now I might have to actually learn that. So let's try this again. He has piqued my interest. Yeah, as always, the quick slash is just making me want to face tank him, which against a boss that does deal 2 damage is not the smartest thing ever to do, I guess. Ow. the issue is Zod is just the teensiest bit more random than, Grim was, who also deals 2 damage. Because now I actually have to learn his moves and how to evade them over the need to just hit him with Quick Slash 50 times in a row. Yeah, Grim is super linear. You can tell all of his movements coming. It still took me a long time to kill him because he's very... I mean, he's still difficult. But I love that fight. Because in the end it comes down to just you reading him correctly. It's like that a lot. Ah, he jumped. That's a bummer. Yeah, you can only heal once, unfortunately. Nope. So I got very surprised with how easy the first ones were. I think I just got very lucky with the RNG there, with what moves he went for. And the game was very forgiving with the damage that I took there. Now this is kind of different. I mean, he gets harder and harder every damn time, so apparently his vigorousness and diligentness is actually causing us some issues here. But I mean, as I've said, we're gonna beat him at least one more time here. Nope. Ah! Last time he came in before me. I hate that he readjusts there, by the way. That's not okay. I'm gonna shut up a bit now. And instantly take damage by saying that I'm gonna shut up a bit now. Sure. Whoops. Well, still better attempt than the previous one. But yeah, I really have no aspirations to beat Zod his maximum amount of times. So I think we're still gonna call it good here after this one. It's just... not my boss fight. I'd much rather do Nightmare King Grim again, to be honest. The music is much more epic. Wow, really? Yeah, that one I just feel bad about right now. Nope, he's away. Also, did not think about me healing there at all, apparently. So, one more try? Well, more than one more try. We're still gonna beat this stage at the least, I think. Not quite sure if I want to do more than this one, but that's okay. Yeah, I still have it too ingrained, and I'm still standing way too close to him, by the way. That we are. Wow, really? Yeah, I just deserve that one. This is... I've had a really good few... Wow, that sound. I had a few really good tries against him. And now I'm just being bad again. Let's not do that. By the way, what? There it is. So, how did that go again? The speedrunner thing? You actually just have to press the menu button on the frame that you're starting to drop to get the fast drop. I do know that exists, basically. And I've done it once or twice just to try it out. Basically, to get the fast fall that you see in speedruns. But yeah, wow, really? He also gets way more HP. I think that's part of the problem. I was able to face tank him before because we could force him into his... I forgot about his shockwaves again and again. We could just force him into his next phase very, very quickly, and now that doesn't work anymore, and that's why I take more damage. I think that's the main reason I'm struggling here right now. Because my previous tactic of just hit him till he dies does not work anymore. Come on. Nah, just can't get it. Here's Odie. Yeah, you keep. try to dash through that. Ooh, close one. And another big one. Okay, yeah, that one is still difficult for me to avoid, I think. I've got some issues there. If he goes for his wiggle attack, I forgot about the shockwaves again. Everything he does leaves a shockwave. I just need to get that ingrained into my freaking stuff. Ooh, I'm actually safe there, surprisingly enough. Nope, not okay to run into that one. Come here. Better. Again. So the main issue here is, I think, is a bit of the randomness overall that he goes for. Come on. Nope, just can't get it. Also, I'm not sure if what I'm doing is even correct here and to get the fast fall. But isn't it trying to open up the menu while you're falling? Basically, or as you're falling? Which is gonna lead to you, basically... Okay, see, I can actually... I dashed there. I can actually evade for the most time if I want to. As long as he doesn't readjust mid-air, that is. I need to incorporate my spells more. I can only heal once. Yeah, that was just dumb. And then I just blank again. There we go. What did they fix? Oh, they fixed that in the beta, so you can't do the fast fall anymore. I see. The inventory drop. I see. Okay, that makes sense. That's a shame for all the speedrunners, isn't it, though? Wow, really? I got hit there? Come on, thank you. There's one over to the left. Yep, there it is. I thought I could get him. Okay, that one he always telegraphs. I just need to learn that, I guess. And I'm not dead yet. Why that is. And then I dash into him, so that's an issue. Okay, cool. But I'm learning. I'm learning more about this. I gonna have to recognize his weird wiggle sword thingy, because then I need a little bit of distance to be able to jump high enough, quickly enough. And then I assume you just bounce on him while he does that. Because otherwise you are gonna get hit, something like that. So if he's got 10 levels, how many more titles does he freaking get overall? I assume just a ton. Doesn't he get something like 2 per difficulty level? Oh boy, really? There he goes. Yep. Didn't have enough time. One heal should be fine. He's gonna keep me alive for a teensy bit longer. Ow. I dashed. Okay, so I hit the thing. I thought it didn't go boom. It wouldn't go boom. Something like that. Bunch of skips got removed for the speedrunners. That's a bummer. Well, I assume depending on what they're, on how they categorize, they might just play without the update, maybe. There we go. Yeah, if I weren't so bad, I probably could have been able to bounce there. That was just a horrible bounce overall. Again. Yeah, you can even bounce on him there, which is pretty good. this. Not enough time. Not enough time. So how's the audio, by the way, right now? We've done a few attempts with the changed audio now. I don't know why it was so quiet on this fight. Now it seems much better in terms of how loud it sounds for me, at least. I hope it's gonna, in terms of me talking and all that stuff, it's gonna be good for you guys as well. And not too loud. It's fine, that's good. So I do have... the personal point of pride to beat him on this level at least once, because I made fun of him on his first 3 levels so much. There's a guy up there on the right. Can still heal. Ah, crap. Okay, thought I could get it in there. But after that, I think we're gonna call it on Hollow Knight after all, finally. I mean, I've done basically everything but this guy, and then now I remember why I hated him the first time I attempted this guy. Because now we're back to the point where he's just annoying. I've got the 106%, I did the path of pain. Stop torturing me, game. Well, I'm still enjoying this. But I know where this is gonna lead if I want to try and actually do all of these, and it's not gonna be pretty. And I'm okay with not doing that. I dash there. I do not recognize that as... Wow, okay. My timing's way too up there. And again, yeah, just kill me. Where is he? Oh, he was down. Of course, I could have healed. Perfect. Ah, beautiful. Perfect showcase of how bad I am at this game, even after all this time. Come on, Zote. You and me. You're not that big. Wow, okay. Go down, please. And he's got his Zotling things again. No! Ah, I did not see that one coming in time again. Yeah, that's an issue, basically, because you jump over it, and if he jumps at you at the same time, it's just really difficult. Percepts? What are percepts? So once again, English, second language, and stuff like that. I actually don't know if you just miswrote a word or if that's an actual word that I do not know. Either way, I'm confused. So please elaborate, Llama. I'm also very close to him right now. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, what do you... Just kill me now. Really? Really? Talk to Zote again? That would mean leaving, though. Let's do that. Okay, sure. What does he have to say? But that's not the only danger I had to overcome in my quest for glory. You notice this trophy, haven't you? A keepsake from my final triumphant battle deep in the pit below us. Sure. Yes, Life Ender claimed another victim, and the crowd erupted into ecstatic cheering. Cheering that was both loud and utterly sincere. To what do I owe my long string of triumphs and victories, you ask? As I've said earlier, the key is in my personal philosophy, the 57 precepts of Zote. Particularly relevant here is the first precept, always win your battles. As for the other 56 precepts, well... Does it really go through all of them? Yeah. Never let them laugh at you. Fools laugh at everything, even at their superiors, but beware, laughter isn't harmless. Laughter spreads like a disease, and soon everyone is laughing at you. You need to strike at the source of this perverse merriment quickly to stop it from spreading. Really? Always be rested. Sure, no, I'm not gonna go through all of them now. Does he actually go through all of them? But now, there, the music is much too loud. I think it actually has to do something with this fight, where it's just so much quieter down here. Yeah, that's weird. I mean, I love the Zod character, and I hope that they explain more about him at some point. I mean, no, there's lots and lots of theories about Zod. He goes through all of them. I mean, good for Team Cherry to come up with 56, 7 precepts for him, something like that. But yeah, no. I try to get there without jumping first. Come on, nope. See, that one was kind of weird, because he looked like he was gonna wiggle, but then he just fell on his face. Yeah, and all of these things jumping around is not gonna be very helpful, is it? Okay, that one completely caught me off beat, and that, yeah, it incapacitated my fingers, apparently. I couldn't figure out what to do next, and then he killed me. Nope, I didn't want to go up, though. That's the wrong thing to do, hands. Let's do this again, shall we? We can do this. Precept 20, speak only the truth. Yeah, when speaking to someone, it is courteous and also efficient to speak truthfully. Beware, though, that speaking truthfully may make you enemies. Something you'll have to bear. Sure. He's not the least bit self-aware, is he? Wow. Wow, really? It's just no. And now he doesn't fall on his face. Yeah, I'm just done. I mean, technically, I can still... I tried to dash, but it didn't work. I hate his movement set. It's so annoying. I remember this now. Well, I remembered it for the last half hour or so, that he's just annoying to fight. But yeah. Still, I've said I'm gonna beat him one more time at least, so we're gonna do that. I didn't want to leave it at just the one quick kill there. Or even the 3, because the first few were just that easy, and I hate the repositioning of him as well. And that, how? Ow. I just can't. I mean, I know what I need to do, but I have to relearn that, basically. Because I always want to jump back at him directly, just to hit him instantly again, and that's just wrong, because if he jumps in the middle at that point as well, you're just getting hit, like there, basically, as well. You just got hit because he jumps, and you don't know if he jumps until it's too late, and there's no way of evading him at that point. And that's why I like the Nightmare King more. Might be technically harder, easier, I don't know, but you can actually read all of his movements, and I don't think you can do that here, as far as I'm aware. Thank you. Ah, crap. Okay, I didn't have enough time. I was way too close there. Oh boy. I thought he was gonna charge at me, so I dashed accordingly, and then he fell on his face. See what I mean? Because I think the tell for that move is the same. At least it looks the same to me. Isn't it? I tried to dash through him because he was gonna wiggle, and I was so close, so I wouldn't have been able to jump over him at that point. But I probably double jumping there is the way to go, because otherwise you might just dash into him, like I did. just... Okay, that he went for 4 of those small things just completely threw me off there as well. That was just too many. And usually he only went for 1 or 2 or 3, but never 4 before, I think. Go down, please. Can't really heal. Yeah, that readjustment completely... There we go. Finally. Took me long enough. It's supposed to be him failing to use his wooden blade. Yeah, that run is so majestic. Exactly. It's the very skillful wiggle. Oh, he knows how to use that nail. So, finally. Okay. Bit of a weird note, but... let's leave Zod at that. I've beat him 4 times now. At some point, I might be masochistic enough to do that again and get all of the other levels, but for now, I think this is where we're gonna call it. So just for the record, let's look at everything again, shall we? I've got all the charms. We've got Salubra's Blessing, as we can see and hear. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Bretter. Is she gone? Read the diary one more time, maybe? The Maiden's Quest. Oh, something new. Her grey prince diminished and her white savior revealed as a beast. The maiden at last understood the truth. Her life's companion would not appear, for they could not appear to a maiden set idle. She must instead seek them out, must find her love and free them of their solitude. And thus her own journey began, out into dangerous lands, shielded by her love awaiting, guided by her love to be. With every step, the maiden could feel it, their fated meeting coming ever closer. Sure. So she's probably gonna die? Well, I don't know. But, let's do this again. There we go. That was much more what I had. The one last time. Good riddance. That creepy carnival has vanished. Okay, still talking about the Grim Troop. But yeah. So, for the record, also this, we quit to menu. Start the game. And we're back to 106%. Now that I've got the unbreakable strength back, we've done everything. Well, I haven't done all the levels on Zod and the White Defender, but I'm okay with that. But I've did everything else. Yes, Llama. Unfortunately, this is the end. So, I really am sad to stop playing Hollow Knight, but it's okay. I don't wanna get annoyed at the end here with Zod, so I'm gonna stop while I'm still enjoying myself. And with the big next big update, I think I might be back right away. We'll see though, depending on what I play. It's gonna have to wait a bit, but I know that I want to play Hollow Knight again. I mean, this has been probably my favorite game to stream so far, overall. At least in the contained in itself games, so not the endless roguelite stuff, but actual game. So yeah, overall, this has been awesome. And I mean, guys like Llama and others have found me through this, and I really appreciate it. It's so cool to have you guys here, and I just loved every moment of the game. This is not the end of the stream though, but yeah, let's give Hollow Knight a proper send-off. So 106% done. We did the Trial of the Fool, we did the Path of Pain, we did the Nightmare King Grim, we did everything, and most and foremost, I found everything because you guys helped me from time to time as well, of course. I think for the most part, I found a lot of stuff myself, which I'm pretty happy with, but you guys sped up the overall getting to 106 process overall with your vague hints and helpfulness quite a bit, so I'm very thankful for that. And I just wanted to point that out again. I can't take all all the glory, if you want to call it that, for lack of better word right now. I can't think of anything else. For myself, you guys shared into this, and I'm very happy about that. And I really appreciate it, because it made the game more enjoyable overall. And just to point that out again, so Zod does 8 masks of damage on stage 10. I believe you have 9 masks of health, which means you can survive 1 hit from him. So, oh my god. Yeah, gotta say, on that information, I'm not sure I'm ever gonna go there, but never say never. I might be crazy enough at some time. But that day is not today. So, Hollow Knight. It was a lot of fun. And I think we're gonna revisit this game at the... I mean, if there is gonna be more DLC for this game, we know that. And I will play it. So, without a doubt, I'll be back. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Hollow Knight. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to leave a like and a comment. And if you want to see me play more Hollow Knight, just stick around. And as always, thanks for watching. I hope that you will tune in next time and have a nice day. Bye, guys.